Welcome to Mental Game Mastery, where we dive into the world of sports psychology and peak performance, designed for you to level up your athletic career.
Hey there, athletes. I'm your host, Coach P, bringing you mental performance insights and stories from being in the trenches of athletic coaching. As a mental performance coach, I get the privilege to work with all athletes across all sports. Today, we're continuing the series that we started 8 episodes ago on how to leverage our energy. In my first episode, I described the 4 buckets we need to be aware of as the physical, the emotional, the mental or creative, and the spiritual. Today, we're diving into a topic that powers your every decision, action, and moment of focus on and off the field. Together, we're going to explore how mental energy functions as the fuel for your cognitive processes and how you can manage and maximize it to boost your performance. Because you see, our mental energy is the moneymaker of our cognitive functions. It powers our ability to concentrate, make decisions, and maintain emotional control under pressure. So the question is, what exactly comprises our mental energy and how does it impact athletic performance? And before we continue, I read a quote once that said, "He who said money can't buy happiness hasn't given enough away." I have no idea who said it, but it leads me to a question I want to ask you. Would you help another athlete or coach if it didn't cost you any money and you never got the credit for helping them? And if you're that type of person, I have a favor to ask you. This favor is going to benefit someone you don't know, and you likely will never know this person. These athletes and coaches are just like you were a few years ago, or maybe you are right now, less experienced, but full of desire, hungry for information, but not sure where to look. This is where the favor comes in. The only way for me to accomplish my mission of positively impacting the lives of athletes and coaches is by reaching them. And most people do judge a video by the number of views, likes, and shares it gets. So if you have found this or any of my other videos, even if it was just one thing that made you pause for a brief moment and go, would you take a moment to share this video? Hit that like button and subscribe to this channel. And guess what? It doesn't cost you a thing, and it takes less than 60 seconds. And in doing so, it might help one more athlete or coach reconnect with their why. One more athlete or coach experience a transformation in their athletic journey they may not otherwise encounter. And one more athlete or coach realize their dream. And to make it happen, all you have to do is hit like, share, and subscribe. If you feel good about helping other faceless athletes and coaches get better, then you're my kind of person. It helps me get that much more excited about helping you dominate your athletic goals. And you want to know what else? For those of you that are wanting to grow your brand as an athlete or as a coach, if you introduce something of value to someone, they associate that value with you. Take that bit of info for what it's worth. But thank you from the bottom of my heart. Now let's continue. Let's start by breaking down the components of mental energy, from attention and focus to motivation and resilience, and discuss its critical role in the mental game. First off, let's create some clarity around exactly what mental energy is. At its core, mental energy is the force behind our cognitive processes, our thinking, our concentration, and decision making, and how we manage our emotions. It's what fuels our ability to focus, strategize, and persevere through adversity. But it's not an unlimited resource. Like a muscle that can be depleted, it needs rest and rejuvenation. So I want to explore how mental energy acts as the engine for both your mental and physical tasks, driving you towards your level of peak performance. Mental energy comprises several key components, including focus, motivation, resilience, and emotional intelligence. Each plays a critical role in how you train, compete, and recover. Focus sharpens your attention. Motivation gets you going. Resilience helps you bounce back from adversity. And emotional intelligence guides you in managing both your emotions and those of others around you. The influence of mental energy on your athletic performance can't be overstated. With high mental energy, you can maintain concentration for long performances, make split-second decisions under pressure, and keep your motivation burning through those grueling training sessions. Conversely, when mental energy wanes, so does performance. Fatigue sets in, focus dwindles, and the likelihood of errors increases. Understanding how to manage and replenish mental energy is crucial for sustaining your level of peak performance over time. So, how can you effectively manage your mental energy? Well, it starts with awareness, recognizing the signs of mental fatigue and taking proactive steps to recharge. Techniques like mindfulness, meditation, getting adequate sleep, proper nutrition, and even mental breaks during training can help. Additionally, setting realistic goals and maintaining a positive mindset contribute to efficient mental energy use, ensuring you can perform your best when it matters most. Implementing mental energy management strategies into your daily training and competition routines is the key to unlocking your potential as an athlete. Your mental energy is the cornerstone of not just your athletic performance, but your overall well being and success. By understanding its components and learning how to manage it effectively, you can enjoy sustained high performance and achieve your athletic goals. Our brain is finely tuned to manage our body's resources in response to the demands of our environment, especially during athletic performance. It's fascinating how this organ, while making up only 2% of our body weight, can consume approximately 20% of our energy resources. This energy consumption spikes even further when we're engaged in intense physical activity or under stress. But here's the catch: stress and fatigue can significantly hamper our cognitive abilities. When you are under stress, the body's fight or flight response kicks in, and it diverts attention away from cognitive processes to prepare for immediate physical action. This can lead to decreased concentration, impaired decision making, and slower reaction times, which I'm sure you would agree are all extremely important to your athletic performance. Fatigue piles on by reducing the brain's energy supply even further. It's like running in quicksand or on a low battery. Everything starts to slow down. Mental fatigue is a common companion of physical exhaustion. Clouds judgment, dampens motivation, and makes every step, every decision feel like a monumental task. But just as we train our muscles, we can train our brain to better manage energy, resist stress, and minimize fatigue. Techniques like mindfulness, meditation, taking strategic rest periods, and using cognitive behavioral strategies can enhance our mental resilience, enabling us to maintain high levels of cognitive performance even under the toughest conditions. To thrive and strive as an athlete, understanding and optimizing the brain's role in managing energy is crucial. It's not just about physical strength and skill, it's about fostering a resilient, focused, and energized mind capable of overcoming the challenges that your sport and your life throws your way. So let's look at some practical tips for enhancing mental energy, which will include nutrition, sleep, and mindfulness, as I've mentioned before. So first on our list, and it's first for a reason, is prioritizing rest and recovery. It sounds counterintuitive, right? Part one of this series on how to leverage your physical energy is on rest. So be sure to go take a listen. This is where the magic of mental recharge happens. Quality sleep, taking breaks, and incorporating rest days into your training are non-negotiable for maintaining high mental energy. Implement a consistent sleep routine. Listen to your body for cues that it needs rest. Next up, nutrition. Your brain needs the right fuel to function at its best. So incorporate foods rich in omega-3 fatty acids, antioxidants, and vitamins into your diet. Eat foods like blueberries, nuts, fish, your leafy greens. All of these can boost your brain health and consequently your mental energy. Oh, and stay hydrated too, as even mild dehydration can affect cognitive function. I did an entire episode on nutrition. Go take a listen. And why did I do this? Because your physiology and your psychology work in partnership with each other. And while we're on the topic of physical energy, your strength and conditioning is a powerhouse for your mental energy too. Next, incorporate mindfulness and meditation into your daily routine. This can significantly impact your mental energy. And these practices help in reducing stress. It'll help enhance your focus, and improve your emotional regulation. Just dedicate a few minutes each day to mindfulness or meditation. Start small. Do a little, a lot, and not a lot, a little. And you'll begin to see changes in your mental clarity and your energy. And next up, for the moments when your mental energy is waning, use the Pomodoro technique for breaking tasks or goals into smaller, manageable parts. This can help you maintain momentum. This approach keeps you from feeling overwhelmed and provides a sense of accomplishment as you tick off items off your list, effectively boosting your mental energy. Next, maintain your social connections. This is important for your mental energy. Interact with your friends, your family, your teammates, coaches. All of them can provide emotional support, reduce feelings of stress, and invigorate your mental state. Never underestimate the power of a good laugh or an encouraging conversation to recharge your mental batteries. Next up, you're going to love this one because in our digitally connected age, it's healthy to limit your screen time, except for this show. You need this show, so be sure to watch and listen. But excessive use of devices, especially before bed, can negatively impact sleep quality and your mental energy. So set boundaries for your screen use. Make sure to disconnect and engage in non-digital activities that you enjoy. So please note that implementing these strategies can create a solid foundation for enhancing your mental energy, ultimately leading to improved performance and overall well-being. It's about making small, consistent changes that add up to significant benefits. The tiny things become big things. So how can you apply what I've discussed to your own training and your competitions? So let's go over a step-by-step blueprint for you to assess your mental energy levels, identify areas of improvement, and implement strategies for enhancement. Whatever sport you play and whatever you're preparing for, these tips will help you keep your mental energy tank full and your performance sharp. Step number 1, it starts with assessing where you stand. This means taking a moment to reflect on your current mental state. So ask yourself, how focused do I feel during training or competition? Do I maintain a positive outlook or do I often fall into the negativity trap? How quickly do I recover from setbacks? Use a journal to note your observations over time, rating your mental energy levels on a scale of 1 to 10 each day. Oh, and go check out the free digital version of the Heroic Athlete Daily Journal I created at coachp.net/journal. Step number 2, with your assessment in hand, identify patterns. Maybe your mental energy dips mid-morning or after consecutive days of intense focus. Perhaps it's lower on competition days due to anxiety. Highlight these areas of improvement. It's not just about recognizing when you feel off, but understanding the why you feel off. Again, go check out the free digital version of the Heroic Athlete Daily Journal I created at coachp.net/journal. Step number 3, based on your assessment, set specific goals for enhancing your mental energy. If focus is an issue, a goal might be to incorporate a few minutes of meditation into your daily routine. If negativity creeps in, perhaps commit to reciting some positive affirmations each morning. Make them SMART goals: specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Step number 4. Now let's put those goals into action with concrete strategies. For your focus, start each day with mindfulness practices, mental reps, or use what I call a concentration grid. You can get a copy of a concentration grid at coachp.net/cgrid. Go take a look. They're fun to do. For positivity, create a gratitude journal or use the Heroic Athlete Daily Journal in the morning or before bed. Write down 3 things you were grateful for that day. This shifts your focus from what went wrong to what went right. Now for your resilience, develop a post-competition routine to process and release your performance, focusing on the lessons that you learned rather than dwelling on the outcomes that occurred. Step number 5, improvement is a journey, not a destination. Regularly review your goals and your progress. Adjust your process, adjust your strategies as needed. Perhaps a certain meditation technique isn't working for you, so try another one. Maybe you find journaling in the morning more effective than at night. Be flexible. I love the experts that say it has to be done a certain way. There isn't one way, there are many ways. So find your way. Step number 6. Remember, you're not alone in this. You don't live on an island by yourself. Engage with coaches, engage with me or other mental performance coaches or teammates who can provide support, who will share their experiences and offer new strategies. Sometimes it just takes a fresh perspective to overcome a plateau. Enhancing your mental energy is about intentional practice, just like any physical skill. So, by following this blueprint, the goal isn't to just elevate how you perform on the field or the court, but also your overall well being. Being sure to refuel your mental energy can level up your play. By understanding and managing it, you can unlock untapped potential and achieve your best performance yet. So, thank you for joining me on this journey as we discussed mental energy on Mental Game Mastery. Tune in for the next episode as we take a look at the other half of mental energy, and that's your creative energy. And if you found this episode insightful, don't forget to hit that like button, share this episode on your social channels, and hit subscribe. Remember, your mind is your strongest muscle. Train it well, fuel it wisely, and remember, the time is now.